Hello and welcome back. This is Steve and the channel's Bucks Coins. I'm going to look through a couple of things that I'd ordered in the post that have taken a while to come through. The first one I want to look at, they're all blue cards that have taken a while to come through to me. The first one is the Commemorative collection for 2020. Now, although I do have the 13 card Royal Mint annual set, the 13 coin one, I wanted this as a separate one. I was undecided at the time whether to take the coins out of the blue cards and put them into slips to put in my collection. I've decided against it on with this particular set. The reason being this top right hand coin. Oh, come on, you walker, so this one here. This one, of course, is the 2020 Tokyo Olympic coin. However, we're not going to the Olympics now, and there's been a lot of speculation by people buying sets up and taking this coin out of the set and selling it separately. They have been achieving, at its top end, it was achieving something like £60–70. I think they're now down to about 40, which is basically the cost of the set from Change Checker. So I don't see the point in buying an individual coin on a card when you can buy the whole set. And if you just want this coin, you can always sell the other coins on. So it doesn't make sense to me, but then again, you know, if they only want that one coin and they're prepared to pay that sort of silly money for it, then they get what they deserve. There's no guarantee that this coin, of course, is not going to be reproduced next year with a 2020 date on, although I would be surprised if it was, and it wasn't actually then turned into a 2021 coin and again put as part of the annual set. They may even totally redesign the coin, because there's been a lot of people saying it was a bit of a lazy design, including myself, and that it ripped off the WWF coin of a few years back. Excuse me, I've just had to put the fan on because it's quite warm in here today. The second coin on this one is one of my favourite £2 coins. I decided between this one and the Mayflowers, yes, which is my favourite to the £2 coins. This one's the Agatha Christie, 100 years, is it 100 years of her birth? That's 100 years of mysteries, 1920-2020. And it's basically, we've all seen the coin before, it's a jigsaw puzzle with different murder weapons on there. I do like that coin. And as I say, I switch between this one and the Mayflowers, which is my favourite coin. The middle one here, which is the middle one of the 9 coin, of the 9 placements, is the £2 VE Day, Victory in Europe Day, the 75th anniversary. I'm still undecided about this coin. It celebrates a very important event, there's no doubt about it, and it should be celebrated, but the design is not quite, it's okay, and it's not one where I think instantly, oh, that's one of the worst things I've seen in a long time, by any means, but it's not one of my particular favourites. It's very busy in what it shows, and of course one of the things being exported to myself is that although this celebrates VE Day, it doesn't celebrate the end of the Second World War. because people were still fighting in the Far East, both the American forces and the British forces in the Far East against the Japanese. And one of the things that I had against this coin, which has been somewhat negated by the fact they brought out an end of war coin, a £5 one, is that they seem to be celebrating just European victory instead of the victory of the total end of the war, because there are so many people. The Japanese are the army that fought in the Japanese against the Japanese from the English is often referred to as the Forgotten Army, and it is in many ways when you bring out a coin that just celebrates victory in Europe. I'd have much rather seen just one coin for the year that celebrated the end of the war and celebrated both. Maybe I'm being a bit too picky, being ex-forces, I don't know. The next coin is my other £2 coin that I really did think was something special this year, along with the Agatha Christie one. This is the Mayflower. This isn't the first time that the Mayflower has actually been on a British £2 coin. It's been on it twice before. Once when we had a solid £2 coin, they had a trial piece, a solid trial piece, and that had the Mayflower sailing away from you. When the new coin came in, this bi-metallic one, again they used the Mayflower on the trial piece, and these trial pieces were sent to organisations that did vending machines, did parking meters, that sort of thing, so they could get the coins working in the system, and you know, that people couldn't say, oh, we couldn't pay the parking charge because we only had a £2 coin, and he wouldn't accept it. So those were why they were issued out. I do have one trial piece coin, which is the solid £2 coin in my collection, which I'll show at some point, and the Mayflower on the biometric trial coin is actually sort of the third on sailing towards you, whereas this is virtually front on to you as you see it. Very nice coin, shows Mayflower in full sail. What can you say? Coin collectors tend to love coins with transportation on it. The last one in the set, of course, is the £5 coin for this year, if I can get it out. And it's celebrating the longest reigning monarch prior to our Queen. Our current Queen, Elizabeth II. It is George III. I do like the design of this coin with all the royal heraldic and the palaces etched onto it. I think it looks stunning. It looks very much like the pottery, very much like the silverware of that time did, with all this heraldic emblems on it, and it just looks good. It's a bit like the other £2 coin, which is one of my favourites that was never released, which is the Jane Austen one. Very much of its time. This is very much Georgian influences, and that's the reason why I like it. Well, that concludes a look at the set for this year. What was your favourite coin? Please use the comment section below to tell me. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and all I can do to close is say, if you're having a hunt, hope you find what you're looking for, and if you are purchasing a coin, I hope you can get it at the money that you want. In the meantime, good luck, ta-ra from me.